Okay. We're still in the midst of we, the parents, are the judges. How do we judge? Do we feel for the child before we judge? There is a lot to ground to cover. Mainly, I forgot to ask if the notes takers are here. I don't see any of them. So no notes taking tonight. Okay. Okay.
I'll take notes, Rabbi.
Okay, very good. Good. Okay, so now, if I have a thought in my mind, is it a fact? Yes or no? That's the way I think. Is this a fact?
No.
Why not?
Just because you think something doesn't mean it's
No,
true.
but I don't ask now if it's the truth or not. No. The way that I think, this is a fact or yes or no?
Right? It's your truth, so yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's a fact. Now, how about a child? The child feel this is his opinion. Even though kids, they have a mind that you have to learn how it works. Sometimes they're twisting the reality. But this is the way they think. Even though we feel that is not right and it's crooked. Example, a child feels he has pain inside, something very small. So you can say, why are you so sensitive? What happened already? Go ask a lady after she finished to clean the kitchen, and one child is coming with the orange juice, and he spills some orange juice on the floor. Is she losing her mind?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes, absolutely.
you're losing your mind. So here comes your husband and says, why are you so emotional? What happened already? I'll clean it and finished. Is this the right reaction? If he'll tell you whatever you're feeling now is not normal, it's only orange juice. You don't make any sense. Why are you so upset? Or you're losing your mind. what is the husband trying to do now? You don't want to talk to me tonight. Okay, I see already.
Husband is trying to diffuse the problem, not to make an issue out of a tissue.
Okay,
He's trying to tell her that her feelings don't matter.
No, that's not true.
but that's the way she feels. That's the reality.
The way she feels.
That's the way she feels. That's the reality. How can you go and cancel it? You cannot do that. So if a child is crying for something that you think it's stupidity, for him is not stupidity. Maybe for you, yes, but for the other side, no. So we have to, can you cancel somebody else's feelings? Can you reject it? Can you change it?
Not at all.
That's the way I feel. So he wants to tell you how to feel, right? So how many times we tell our child, don't feel like that, feel like that. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense.
I think it's also, Harava, brainwashing to the child. It's the parents brainwash their children because a child thinks, well, that's my mommy. She knows what she's talking about. So if she's telling me I shouldn't feel, then I'll just be quiet.
Yes.
And that's when children become withdrawn, what they call withdrawn. They don't
Meaning-
know. They trust the adults, teachers, and they trust their parents.
Uh-huh.
They can't rationalize the situation to think that, my mommy is wrong and I'm right.
So now imagine the child, he hears from Ima or from Abba that his feelings are
Invalid.
invalid. Oy vavoy li. So he's starting to develop something inside that we don't see yet the results. When he will grow up, he will have very difficult time to express feelings. Did you see once people that they have we call them quiet, or they cannot open up, they very closed,
Withdrawn.
Huh?
Withdrawn.
withdrawn,
Withdrawn,
right?
or in Yiddish, we say vermacht, closed. Vermacht, closed.
So now, a person can go out with a girl. He likes her, but she's not opening up. She's not opening up. Why? Because she is afraid to express her feelings. Who knows what they told her when she was a child yet? Your feelings are upside down, make no sense. So she's afraid that if she's going to express something, she will hear the same thing now.
And it creates low self-esteem, and they cannot be productive either the way they could have been without confidence.
Did you see once people that they thinking out loud? Huh? They thinking out loud, They're so open and everything else. Why? Because they came from home that, okay, express yourself. And on the other hand, you see people, wow, they can't open up. They can't.
And if you ask them, why can't you open up? They say, yeah, you need to have some private thing for yourself. You need to keep,
Yes. Yes.
can't let, like, it's not right to tell everyone how you feel. And
Oy vavoy.
even sisters and brothers to brothers, sisters to sisters, they can't open
Yes.
up.
It's terrible. It's mamash terrible,
Really? Oh,
of course.
I thought that I'm too open. So you say
Okay.
it's not good. to
So
be-
now-
Hashem has mercy. He'll marry one with the other sometimes.
Okay. So now, if we have to respect everybody's privilege to hold in a different opinion that we have, right? We spoke about it. I have my opinion and you have your opinion. Okay, fine, said that. But when it comes to feelings, it's a dangerous game. It's a dangerous game. Why? Not only that we have to understand and feel how the child is feeling, even if we don't understand him. And many times we don't understand our kids. We don't understand. You have to restrain yourself. Don't judge the child. Don't judge him. If he has a justified reason to feel like that or not, is that what's your problem? Why do you feel like this? I don't see anything that can bring you to such an extent. You not, maybe the child, yes. And how old are you and how old is the child? Why are we judging the child? So,
Harab, excuse me. I just want to add, it's also very dangerous when when you have children that are sick. It can also be a very bad situation because the parents, sometimes mothers have to go to work and they say, no, you can't be sick today. I have to go to work. No, I've heard that.
I know. Unfortunately,
I'm sure you've heard it.
Of course, I heard.
Or,
it.
you're not really sick. You were okay yesterday. I saw you playing with your girlfriends, so you weren't as sick as you say you are.
They sending sick kids into the school, which is totally asur. Why?
Yeah.
Because now other kids will get sick.
Right.
But she has to go out. So
Terrible.
Mm.
and that's called we love the kids. If this called love, oy vavoy, that's not love. Okay? To judge the child if he is right or wrong, it's so irrelevant. Why you feeling like that and why you don't feel like that is totally irrelevant. Totally. Because why? Pay attention. Feelings is be'emet, is something emet. If there is something emet in this world, is the way I feel. And I don't have to be realistic. And I don't have to make any sense. That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel. So now, if the child is bitter or is in pain, I mean, pain inside, he's very sad. You have to forget about, okay? This is extra and it causes damage. To open up a dialogue now on sense, the way that you feel makes sense or not. Can you ask a lady the way that you feel doesn't make sense? Every man will tell you, she's crazy, I'm telling you. It doesn't make sense with her. But who says if it doesn't make sense to us, we have to cancel the other side? That's the way she feels. Even though we feel that if I would been in the same situation, I will not act like this, which I'm not so sure. But let's say, and even though we want very much for him to feel not like he's feeling now, it's asur, and we're not going to be able to influence his feelings. Feelings make no sense. And don't try even to start a dialogue why you feeling like that. What, yes, you can show empathy. You say, I see, I understand, I feel it. Even though your stomach is turning upside down. And you can say to yourself, what this woman wants for my life. But even though, and this is the greatness of a person, you say, I can feel you, I hear you, I feel for you, and that will make the situation much, much easier to deal with. So now, people can ask me, how can I agree with the feeling of pain of the other one from something that is not even, nobody will get hurt from this? How can I agree to it? How can I sympathize with this? It doesn't make sense to me. How can you accept a child that's saying, nobody loves me in this house? And the parents ready to swear that he is equal, they're giving the same attention to everybody. That's how he feels. So, can you accept it? The child says, nobody loves me in this house. Meaning, Abba, Ima, the brothers and the sisters, nobody loves me. You can jump up and down and say, what this child is saying. Abba can say to Ima, this child, I told you, is not normal. Something is wrong with him. And the kids can say, this child doesn't make any sense. And the other child comes and says, his mind is a little bit off. But this is going to change the situation now. The child feel like that. So the parents will ask me, how can we accept something like that? We're giving him whatever he needs to. So, and the answer is, there is a difference, a fundamental one, between justification or understanding. It's two different things. You know, many times we're sitting on a hot seat. Why? Sometimes I see that the one who expressing his feelings, I cannot even justify it. It doesn't have any base to it. And it's damaging the person. On the other side, I cannot say it because I have to show empathy and recognition that I understand your pain. Because if I'm going to tell the client that's sitting in my office, that what you're feeling is not correct, you have no base to the way that you feel, I'm done. Whatever I will say from now on, I'm out. So now, in my mind, I know that she's no right. I cannot justify what she's doing. But from the other side, I cannot say it. Because if I'll say it, I'm done. So try to sit on my seat. What are you going to do?
You're going to try to understand her feelings.
Huh?
You're going to try to understand her feelings.
Okay. Let me illustrate it. A Bachur from one of the yeshivot came to speak to me in my yeshiva, and he told me that the mashgiach of the yeshiva, the one who is in charge on the discipline, is bothering him, and he all the time, he is on his case 24/7. He says, I feel that I'm choked, I'm limited, I cannot do anything. I don't know what he wants from me. Then he was complaining about his parents. That they also, he have more boundaries than his brother have. If I'll tell him you're right, what will happen now? I want to make him feel good. I tell him, you know what? You're right. They're doing with you injustice. Why? Even though sometimes I feel that he באמת is right, and there is something in what he is saying, באמת they're not fair what they're doing to him. I have to be very careful not to say my opinion on the case. Why? Because then he'll go back home and say, even the rabbi said that you're not okay. Meaning, giving him a weapon to attack either the mashgiach or either the parents. Even Rabbi Chaimov says, I'm right. I cannot do that. Because then I wounded instead of do something to fix the problem. Now, if I'll take the other side and tell them, hey, the mashgiach is older than you, your parents are older than you, they brought you to the world, you're gonna go against them? What, are you out of your mind? Can I say it?
No, I don't think so. No.
So to take his side, I cannot take. To take their side, I cannot take. So what shall I do?
To take his side and tell the parents that I have to take his side.
I think you have to pull out of him the solution. What he feels.
If I'll tell him, your parents knows better than you are, and the mashgiach for sure know more than you are, I'm already out of the game.
Yeah, then he won't listen to you. Yeah,
Gamanu, I'm done.
yeah.
I'm
And we
done.
don't want that. We don't want that.
So I cannot make myself a weapon that he will go and shoot at them. And I cannot be their lawyer because then he will shoot at me. So what we gonna do?
You know exactly what to do.
I'm asking
We
you,
don't know.
maybe somebody wants to take my seat. I don't know.
It takes years.
Okay. So what can we do? What can we do? I'm going to tell you a secret, okay? I'll tell you a secret. In this case, we have to take the middle road, which you have to be, a very good
Politician.
what? Listen to me. Nobody needs justification. Like he needs that people will understand him and will feel for him. Because sometimes I'm telling him, if you're right, he's not gonna change the way that he feels. it might even create even more problems. You have to
You're saying to
understand
empathize with them?
what?
To empathize with them?
Yeah, meaning you have to express, I understand you. I know what you're going through. That's most people, that's what they need.
You mean they don't want you to tell them the solution? They just
They
want
don't
you.
want me to tell them if you're right or wrong.
Uh-huh.
They
Just-
want somebody to listen to them and to, I
They-
understand you. I cannot fix their problems because I don't know all the details. I'm not there 24/7. Every person, you calling your friend from the high school, okay? You have a problem with your husband and you don't know who to talk to. You say, I had a friend in high school. She was very good listener. You talking to her. Can she change your husband now? So why are you calling her? What for? No?
To vent,
Huh?
to just let her listen to you. I don't know.
Your husband giving you a hard time, you pick up the phone, you're talking to your mother, all right? Always, Ima. Okay. Is Ima gonna change your husband?
No, her blood pressure is just gonna go up.
Is she gonna change the situation?
No,
So why did you call her?
I guess because you trust her. I don't know.
You trust her. Okay, fine, good. And you're talking. In another half an hour, the same lunatic that he will walk in. Then what? No? Why are we calling Ima? To fix the problem?
I don't know. Sometimes you feel better when you talk to other people.
Oh. Here we go.
You let your anger go away to tie
Oh,
on
yeah.
somebody else.
You need somebody to understand you. I have a problem. Maybe somebody can understand me. So when someone have a good years and he can listen and say, I feel very bad. I feel terrible. Okay, but what are you gonna do? I don't know. It's your life, Maybe you try this, maybe you're gonna try this, do that, do this. I'm not saying you're right, I'm not saying you're wrong. I understand what you're saying, and I can give you some advices, maybe it will help you. But I never said that the husband is wrong. I didn't say. And I didn't say you're right or you're wrong. I understand. So now, my job is to listen and to give hope. You have to pray that your husband will go to learn and he will change. And if she's saying, my husband will never change. So I told her, listen to me. If there is a will, there is a way. Only a donkey will stay a donkey. It will never change. But the person is born to change. So you declaring in my office that you married a donkey. So I feel bad for you, Bemet. I feel bad that you chose. But I'm not saying right or wrong. Don't you ever say it.
Harav, you're also saying, you know, you can do it, you can deal with this situation, you're not alone, and you can do it. And then when somebody tells you you can do it, you say, yes, I can do it, I can figure it out. Sometimes people just need a little help, optimism.
You don't know what when a person he shows that he understands and he shows pain, you know, he's not saying who is right, who is wrong, shum davar. You know, I feel bad for the way that you feel. You know, it was a huge Talmid Chacham in Jerusalem. His name was Rab Shlomo Zalman Auerbach. Shlomo Zalman Auerbach was a person, every picture you see, he smiles. Every picture that I saw until now, he was a smiling.
What's the secret?
He learns Torah all his life, so he knows that everything is. A couple knock on his door at 12 o'clock at night. What a guts you have to have, right? And he was already, you know, not a youngster. They knocking on his door. Who opening the door? The Rav itself. He sees a couple. He says, "Oh, please, come in. I understand if you came now, it's something emergency. Come. Maybe I can offer you coffee, tea, something, drinking." No, we need help. He said, okay, here I am. So she started to talk. And she said, I'm coming from Turkey. And in the Rabbanut, in Eretz Israel, they want me to bring a proof that I'm a Jew. And my parents are not alive anymore. My grandparents are not alive anymore. I don't know, where shall I bring a proof? All my life I went to shul, I did this, but they want a proof because you're not from here. We don't know you. Who are you? And the wedding is in 2 weeks. And now they told her, you cannot get married. We need proofs. He said, I don't know what to do. He said, I'll tell you the whole truth. I also don't know what to do. But one thing I can do. I feel so bad that you're stuck. I feel so bad. I can cry now. And maybe Hashem will hear me. The man, an old man in his 80s, sitting down crying like a baby for 20 minutes. tears came out of him, mamash, not tears from a Broadway show, from his heart. He felt bad for them. Then he said, Hashem should help you. I don't know even what to say. Four days later, the same couple knocking on the door. He opened up and says, no. He told him, finally somebody from the old people came here from Turkey, and he went to the Rabbanut and he said a testimony that he knows my family, and actually we relatives, and the Jews, he showed his papers, everything, they accepted everything, and they gave me a green light to get married. He said, now it's time to dance. He started to dance in his own house, and he says, can I come to the wedding? Can I come to the wedding? Usually he doesn't go to any place, he doesn't have time. He says, I want to come to the wedding. Just to make the couple feel good. That's what we need. He didn't tell them, they right, you have to bring proofs. He says, I don't know what to say. That's the right approach. Because he didn't hear the whole case, what the Rabbanut are asking for. And where she is coming from, we don't know. He doesn't know. But at least he can participate in the pain. He can show some empathy. Yes. Can we do it to our child? Are we in school? No. Are we on the school bus? No. Do we know the friends that he has to associate with? No. Do we know all the teachers in his classroom? No. Do we know the people who give the food at lunchtime? No. So how can you say he's right, he is wrong? It's totally irrelevant. What we can say, I hear you, I feel bad, I know. So if a person feel, tell me, did you see once a session by the psychologist?
Yes.
What they doing?
They're sitting there listening. They're letting you talk and they listen. You could call your mother would be better.
They're listening. In the last 5 minutes, they give you advice. They don't say who is right or who is wrong. They give you advice and they sending you home. And you saying, I feel so good. This therapist is very good. He said maybe 2 lines to you. He's good because he's a very good listener. Can we say on ourselves that we are good listeners to our kids?
No.
Why?
Because we're distracted with everything else, with cooking, cleaning, phone, friends. And
So let's make a calculation for 1 second. What is more important? The cooking or the mental health of your child?
the mental health priority.
Here we go. What else you busy with? May I know? May I know? I'm listening.
Laundry, Rabbi, laundry every second.
My advice will be you should wear the same clothing for 5 years as long as your child is mentally healthy. Maybe you can explain to a person that is not that quick. How come the laundry is more important than your child?
It's not more important. It's easier to control.
You can say all the excuses,
No,
but
I know.
I'm talking about the priority list.
Yeah.
Where, what are we doing?
I see people running away from the children. That's what I mean, because it's easier to throw the towel in the washing machine to clean it than to clean your child. I see people running away.
Yeah, it's relaxing.
Running away from reality.
Yeah, it's relaxing instead of.
Harab, could it be that we want to get it over with so we can spend more time with the children, but by the time it's over, it's late or the children are tired, it's time to go to bed. It's not that we want to push it off or avoiding the children, but sort of want to just do it and get it over with. That's how I see it sometimes.
If you're interacting with a child, if you're interacting with a child and on your mind, my laundry, my cooking, are you there?
No, mentally not. Physically, yes, mentally not.
No, obviously not.
Is it fair?
No.
Why are you so upset when your husband talking to you and he gets on the phone and says, I hear you, I hear you. What? Yeah. Why are you so upset?
Because his full attention is somewhere else, Rob.
And this is obvious. Over here, my laundry, and then I have to fold it, and then I have to wash the dishes, and then I have to do this, and I have to do this. No. We're losing. We are no patient. So you think you're going to be calm, and you have time to sympathize with the child, to show empathy to the child. No. What you will do? If you want to correct a person that you saw him once, that he has inside feeling of angry. What happened? One time he was arguing with a person. He got attacked he lost his mind. And he said to his friend, words, every word was a bullet. It's something that you don't do, and automatically you won't tell him, hey, shame on you, say sorry now. Now, if we're going to attack him, what do you think will happen? He will do it?
No.
And if you're going to tell, what happened to you? How can you do something like that? Shame on you. It will help?
No.
No. Or you're going to say, you cannot control yourself? Don't you have breaks? What do you think you're doing over here? Now, he knows already you're not on his side, so why should he listen to you? We're not neutral anymore. We took sides. We're attacking him. Our chances are much bigger. Listen to what I'm saying now. Trust me. I understand you. This guy, Behemet, he is an expert to annoy people so much until they're gonna get out of themselves. I know how it feels. Sometimes you have to be made from steel in order not to burst. And now he will talk. He says, so you understand me, right? Don't ask what he did to me. Let him, vent. He says, I agree, but after all, when you embarrass him in public, you're changing the rule of the game and you giving him the upper hand. Because more people will be on his side than your side. When you see such a person, it's better not to get into arguments. Because he's gonna suck you to his game, and look what happened. What are you saying about this approach?
Very nice approach.
Did I went against him?
No, you didn't personally attack him.
So I took, I empathize with him. I didn't say if you're right or wrong, anything else. I said, I understand you. This kind of people can take you out of there. But you played his game. You embarrassed him in public. Now I'm throwing at him what I really wanted to throw at him, but this way I'm on your side, but this is not how you play this game. So everybody will take his side, and he won the game because you played his type of a game. Isn't it a good advice? Isn't it a good approach? Right?
That's a very good approach.
Automatically, what we're going to do? Ah, that's what you're saying. Shame on you. What's the matter with you? Why? Because we want to be, it's not right what you did. I know that. It's not right. But that's not how you're going to deal with that. Many times when we're dealing with our kids, it's who is right, who is wrong. The way that you feel, it's not right. You cry for no reason. And indeed, done. Meaning you're becoming a judge, sitting on the bench, and tell me something. Did you see once a judge that shows empathy?
No. Very quick to judge.
Very
quick to judge.
A judge is a judge.
Yes.
You cannot say, I feel so bad, I can cry with you, but I have to send you to jail for 5 years, The judge will say, you're going to jail for 5 years. And there, without showing any empathy. Imagine your kids feeling like that. Ima sitting on the bench and say, no pizza for you Sunday. Why? Because you did so and so and so. You're crying non-stop. That's what we're going to get. Excuse me. That's the easiest way. Your child is crying. Stop everything. You come and say, okay. Why are you crying? Zadik. Something happened in school, in the school bus. Somebody hurted you that I don't know of. And the child said, oh, Ima, she left everything and she came over here. Now he feels that somebody wants to hear and he will start to. Men are not good at this. Why? If the child will say, Chaim, pinch me on the bus. So what do you think Abba will tell him?
Pinch him back.
Be a man.
Oh, be a man.
Pinch him back. Next
But that's
time
good for him, no?
Snack, give him. Be a man. And the child says, that's what I need. That's what I need. I know what to do. But did you understand what I'm saying? Do you feel my pain?
He needs both, no?
Huh?
He needs both, no? No.
Have you been on the school bus?
Not in a long time.
So how can you judge?
Fair.
What advice can you give if you're not there?
Rabbi, it's a madhouse in the bus, school bus. You're the bus driver, Bachai.
Okay. So now, even if the child say, I hate my school bus driver, I hate him, he's so not nice. So I will bring him to a point that he will feel bad for the driver. He says, imagine what the bus driver to go through. You 50 boys there. And he have to tell you fasten you seat belt, and you're jumping up and down. I'll make such a picture that the child says, Behemet, I feel bad for the driver. So tomorrow he will look at the driver not as a mean person, Behemet, we feel bad for him. So this is our job as parents. Don't try to justify the child. And parents, I know, they calling next to the child and they say to the teacher, how can you do to my son something like that? Why? This is the worst thing that can happen. This child will never respect the teacher. Don't want to learn. It's such a mistake. Because right away you judge, you say, the teacher is wrong, my son is right. Did you been in the classroom? Did you see exactly what went on? Do you know who instigated? Why are you saying to the next to the child who is right, who is wrong? You wait until the child goes to sleep. Meantime, you sympathize with him and say, I feel bad, Behemet. I know how you feel. Okay. Then when the child going to sleep, you're going to call the teacher and says, excuse me, maybe you can tell me what went on. My child came home so upset. Then you're going to hear the other side. Most parents that I know, right away, they feel bad for the child and they jumping on the phone and they calling the other parents, how dare you, son, he's a bully, he's this and that. Don't do that. You're judging. You're judging the situation. You were not there. How can you judge? So now, let me end with this. Whatever I'm telling you now is a long Torah. I'm trying to tell it to you guys on one leg, standing on one leg. But there is a lot into it, you know, how to deal with people, how to do. It's, especially with kids. There is a Rashi, very important one, and Rashi was not a therapist, right? But he will teach everybody what does it mean to go down into the neshama of a person, how to heal it. There is a verse that Hashem saying to Moshe, I see all the suffering that my children going through in Mitzrayim, the slavery. I hear the screams, it comes up to me. I'm there, I see everything. But listen to what he says. Ki yadati et machrovav. Hashem says, I know the pain. How do you know? Here comes Rashi. And I'm going to read it in Hebrew and I will translate it to English. Ki samti lev להתבונן. Hashem is saying to Moshe, I paid attention to look closely. לדעת מחרוביו. I wanted to see how deep is the pain. ולא העלמתי עיניי. I didn't close my eyes. ולא אטום אוזניי מצעקתם. And I didn't block my ears from the screaming that they screamed to me. What Rashi wants to say? To know the pain of the other one, it's not enough to listen. You have to register everything. All the senses that we have. To gather them all. To pay attention. To go deep. Don't deny it, and don't block your ears. Meaning your ears, your brain. Everything has to be tuned in to what the other one is saying. Rashi says if you want to heal somebody, if you want to listen to somebody, it's not only to listen with ear. Everything has to be there. And who is talking? Hashem is talking. If Hashem is saying it, what we have to do? So to the parents, I'm saying to you again, when a child talks, everything has to be here. Everything. Your ears, your eyes, your heart, your brain, everything. Meaning like the world is not existing now. That's what it takes. In order to understand how much the other person is hurt. Tell me something, is it worth it that the child will go with feelings that his parents don't understand him? And they don't care for it? And the child says, nobody loves me over here. It's not stam, it's a statement. It's coming from somewhere. We have to deal with that. No. I gave you something to think. Until tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Emir Hashem. I'll see you again tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Tomorrow night,
Thank you, Rabbi.
tomorrow night, the class will start at 9:15
Okay.
because I have to speak somewhere. Actually, in the in the yeshiva. So I'll be back over here 9:15. I told them I need to. So they told me, don't worry.
Shari Tzion, Rav?
What?
The Shari Tzion classes are starting already?
No.
Okay.
In my yeshiva.
Oh, thank you,
I
Rav.
have to speak tomorrow.
Rabbi, what time is it gonna be? The shiur in the yeshiva.
8 o'clock.
Can I come?
I think that they're making siyum or something.
Oh, okay.
So I have to speak there. So
I'm coming definitely.
So I'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock and then at 9:15.
Thank you so much, Rav.
We have to,
Thank
to
you.
continue that.
Yes.
Please think about it. Okay. And we have a
Okay.
lot to work on. That's other Hashem.
Rav, can I ask one
Thank
quick
you.
question or is it late already?
I think it is late already.
Okay.
You can ask me by tomorrow. if it's Hashem.
B'ezrat Hashem. Thank you so much, Rav.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
night,
Rabbi.
everybody. Good night,
Good
everybody.
Good night.
Good night,
Lala
Rabbi.
Tov.
Thank you.
Tov.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Lala Tov.